G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 4 of Baked. Tonight we're doing Cannabelloni.
Baked, totally baked, baked, properly baked, baked, tastefully baked. Healthily, scientifically, ethically, hygienically baked.
Okay, I'm Nick the Hippy, and I invented something. The Italians had this recipe, the potential of this recipe for years, and they totally ignored it. Tonight we're doing Cannabelloni, which is cannabis-infused cannelloni. We're doing it with a chicken mince, and to the chicken mince we are going to add about a third of the coconut oil. You saw me, the leaf we used to make the coconut oil in episode 1, so that's equivalent to a bit over an ounce of leaf. So that goes in there, and we start mixing them together along with the onion, finely diced, one medium-sized onion finely diced, one reasonable-sized carrot, finely chopped, grated, and one small green capsicum finely diced. So we're going to start mixing these together with our nice clean hands. Some people have food processors, some people have hands. I'm one of the ones with hands. So we're just going to mix that together as it flies all over the table, so I'll just calm everything down a bit. Can't get too excited. But it is pretty exciting making cannabis-infused cannelloni, I tell you. So we're just going to mix all that together. And that's actually looking pretty good now. And to that, we're going to add a couple 100 grams of chili olives. Now the chili on them is pretty heavy, so that's basically all the spices I'm using in this. That's going to come all the way through the entire dish. So there is basically the mixture made. So now we're going to start wrapping I've got some lasagna sheets here. You can buy cannelloni tubes, but they're heaps more expensive, so you just buy the sheets and wrap them up yourself. And into each one of these we just place into these we just place a little bit of the mixture, and we end up with a tube. So we just keep on making the tubes, a reasonable amount of the cannelloni tubes. Now got an oven tray which I'm going to pour some pre-made tomato sauce into there, pasta sauce. You can make it yourself, but it's a lot of trouble, and that one needs a bit more rewrap. So we've got 3 across. I'll try 2 that way, just for the hell of it. Okay, and we'll chuck some more pasta sauce in there, and we'll just add another layer of tubes. And over the top of that, we'll have to get the cooktop out, and we're going to make some white sauce. And a lot of people dread making white sauce, but it just takes a bit of time, a bit of care, no real problems. I've never had any real worries with it. And we're going to be making a pretty special white sauce. In fact, the white sauce may in fact have a very green tinge to it. So we will get onto the sauce now. We'll just pour the rest of the pasta sauce over everything. Yeah, beauty. Now we're about to make our green sauce, which is very much like a white sauce except you use cannabis infused olive oil instead. So we'll add a couple of tablespoons of that. Got to be good for you. And we heat that up, into which we're going to add some flour and make ourselves a nice paste. It's going to have a definite green tinge to it. So, there we go, that's all gone into a nice consistent paste there, to which we're going to add some milk. And we're going to start stirring this. And this is a really painful process. That whenever I make a white sauce, I stir away and I stir away and I think I've got this wrong, I've got this wrong, and then it all comes together beautifully at the end. So now I don't worry about it so much. It all comes together beautifully at the end. Useful little stress avoidance tip there. We just keep on stirring that until it really starts to thicken up. And once it does that, we get it off the heat pretty quickly, and then we're going to add some cheese to it. Because you can't have a good Italian meal without cheese. As you can see, that's all thickened up nicely after the customary panic. We're just going to add some cheese into that and stir it through. I ideally have a few different types of cheeses, but I've only got Tasty, but some Parmesan would also be nice. But overall, the chilli in the olives is just going to come through so strongly on the flavour that it will overpower most other things in there. So there's the white sauce. All the lumps in there are in fact cheese now, not bits of... And we're just going to pour that over the top. Well, we'll have to put this one on a tray because there's going to be some bubble and boil over here, I can see. Right, so there we have it. Just chuck a little bit of cheese on the top there. Just for the hell of it. And we're going to put that in an oven for 42 minutes at 180 until it's golden brown and everything's cooked inside, and then we're going to enjoy a beautiful meal. See you when it's done. So the Cannabelloni is all cooked, 42 minutes in the oven, and we're about to see how it's all come out. So we'll start there. That should be the lengthwise ones. If we get in here like this. Oh, look at that. Okay. So that's actually looking pretty bloody good. We'll get down here. Lou, do I come in and do a bit? No, gluten in this. You can't. Simonetta.
I'll do the test.
Okay, knife and fork for you.
I'm Italian and I agree with you.
Yes. You never thought to make
I never
cannabelloni.
thought.
All these years of making cannelloni.
these years.
And never thought to add the cannabis. What was happening? Anyway, that has been Cannabelloni, and we'll be back with you next week for another episode of Baked.
Delicious. Yeah.
Good.
And hot too. Straight as Very nice.
Crime number one is distorting the English language. Cannabelloni. Is it a word? It's not a word. Oh, okay.
It's a mixture between cannabis and cannelloni. Cannabis and cannelloni together.
And cheese. It's all about the cheese.
About the cheese. And the fish.
Yeah, there is. It's chicken.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Chili. Yeah.
And easy to make.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Wouldn't you like the blue cards?
Yum. Distribuis the white sauce.
The green sauce.
White green sauce. Or green white sauce.
You want to try the cannabelloni?
Wow, gonna be so strong.
That's a good thing, right?